All right. Hi, everybody. This is Saturday morning, January 6th. We're kicking off the new year with a new call. We're going to talk about our goals today. All right. We just got, of course, we have the new trips announced and, of course, the new double recruiting bonus. Everybody knows about that, right? That's really exciting. So I want to talk about what your goals are for this first part of the call. And I'd like you to, I'm gonna name a list of different items, and would you write down anything that, floats your boat with, that this is something you connect to for your goals for 2018, okay? Would the reason you have great goals be to pay off debt? So write it down if it's paying off debt. How about school tuition? More time with family, or you'd like to quit your current job? How about, is your goal giving your family the big gift they've been dreaming of? Is there a wedding in your future, either yours or someone else's, okay, that you need to help pay for? How about the monthly extras or surprises? Is your goal to remodel a portion of your house? Is your goal to take a very nice family vacation? How about coaching or volunteering? Working with little sisters, big brothers, all that. Is that something that is on your list for this year? Do you want to fund your retirement fund? How about a honeymoon? Would you like to take one, or maybe a second one? Or maybe help pay for one of the kids? That's a popular thing nowadays. Help the honeymoon fund. How about the college fund? Is a college fund in your future or in someone in your household's future? How about a monthly car payment? Hey, Rochelle.
Morning.
How about, would you like to buy a new car? We're writing down the things that help our goals, help us achieve our goals. What are our reasons for doing our goals?
And my computer shut down.
How about orthodontia? Does someone in your family need orthodontia work?
I'm going to end up listening.
How about something personal just for
no idea. I'm sitting here and it just goes boop.
Okay. Down payment for house? How about a rainy day fund? Do we have a rainy day fund? And then this also has 3 spots for your own. Was there something that I didn't name that you, that it helps you purpose to get to your goal this year? Something financial. Okay. So, anybody willing to share what some of theirs are?
Nancy, I give each one of my grandkids, once they hit 4th grade, because I support some of my grandkids at the fair. I buy livestock. So not all my grandkids participate in a fair, but when they get that age, I still donate money for their college fund.
Nice. Awesome. Who else? Would anyone else like to share what their goal is for this year? What's Janet? I'm not hearing you, Janet. Okay. Let me try to mute you and unmute you. Can you talk now? Okay, Janet, we're not hearing you, Janet. Okay. Not sure. You'll have to work on that. Rochelle, how about you? I know you have a new baby in the house.
Yeah, that's why I look like crap this morning. It was a rough night last night. There he is in the background. Probably our oldest is going to be starting kindergarten this spring and in the fall, and he's going to private school, so probably a tuition fund.
Nice.
Trying to restore.
Good. All right. Is that Tammy Deaver?
Doesn't tell me why it shut down.
Okay. And Beth, I'm going to mute you because I'm hearing you. Anybody else? Jennifer, what's on your list?
The goals for my business, for myself, are to be director for this time conference, but also have a wider than the 5 team, so you have a cushion, and also to do a minimum of 6 shows a month, be a combination of virtual and live, and because I have that time now available with the change of my corporate job, but that is going to feed into what I want for my personal thing. Is my daughter and I haven't taken a real good vacation since she was a freshman in college. So it's been almost going on 6 years. So I'd like to do something for her this summer, but also in portion earn the Hawaiian trip, because I've always wanted to take her to Hawaii. So there's nothing better than going there with somebody else when someone else is paying for it, even if I earned it. And then also the money that I would be making from the increased sales for my business would help pay down her undergrad, because she's in grad school now, which she's actually been taken care of. But I still have a significant, she went to not an inexpensive undergrad.
Okay.
So I'm trying to pay that down so I can then forward into my retirement too. So I have to kind of both ends, finish paying down her undergrad so I have money that I want to leave corporate in the next 5 years. So
okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready to ramp up my business, and I'm in a position now that I have more bandwidth than I did in the last 5 years where I was with corporate. So I'm excited about that.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like perfect timing.
Yeah, everything's aligning this year, so I'm really excited about it.
Good. Glad to hear that. All right.
Okay. Can you hear me now, Nancy Jo?
I can. Yep.
Okay, I'm on my phone.
Okay.
2 goals. We wanted to redo our bathroom, and we have a closed-in porch that is basically an overflow room that eventually I would like to turn into my office. So it's like major reconstruction, redoing windows and insulating and heating and air conditioning and all that. And the fact that my grandson wants to make a trip to Hawaii is something on my bucket list as well. I was there 40 years ago, and I'd like to go back and take him with me. So that's one of my goals.
Okay. Awesome. Well, Hawaii is my favorite place. And I've been
beautiful.
all over the world, and I've been there 17 times. This will be 18 for me. It's my special place. So I hope that all of you are there with me. I know I'm going to work hard this year towards that trip, and that's my goal as well. So I'll be working right alongside all of you. Okay, good. Well, it's really important to have goals, because when you have a goal, it's a point to work towards. Okay, and Pampered Chef has certainly given us all the tools that we could possibly need to kick off our year in an amazing way. And I appreciate you all being on this call so quickly. I know I just set it up, but I said, whoever can be there can be there. I want to kick off the new year quickly. And I didn't have a voice a few days ago, so I'm thankful that my voice is cooperating. I got that.
I hear you.
I unfortunately am catching every single thing coming by my nose since this heart surgery. I've been ill 4 times, and it's driving me crazy. So I guess I just need to be careful and keep using that hand sanitizer. So anyway, but let's talk about recruiting first and foremost, because you know what? The Pampered Chef has given us an amazing opportunity to earn double points towards our trip for anyone we recruit in January and who qualifies within their first 30 days. Now, the reason this is so special for this month is because of the host special. The host special, I mean, this is an awesome time to, I mean, well, it's a triple threat. It's a trifecta. Our new consultants get to start for half price, okay? I should say they can earn a half price rebate when they qualify in their first 30 days. So it's a wonderful time for anyone to sign up financially, okay? Because they can earn half the cost of their kit back. Secondly, they can offer all their hosts that double free at $650 in sales or more, which $650 is the average show for Pampered Chef now. So, and that's for the live cooking show. Virtual shows, it really depends on you. Some people have very high virtual averages, and some people have smaller averages. Some people, it takes 2 virtual to equal a live cooking show. So you'll have to look at your numbers with that to see what kind of numbers you're going to have to do to equal that out. And then, of course, for you get the double points. So it's a trifecta right now. There couldn't be any more better reason for anyone to start, because they can also offer their friends and family the same double points for them to qualify. So, and like for myself, I just recruited a couple of new people at the end of the month. I could be saying, oh, I wish they would have joined up January 1, but in reality, they're going to be able to earn those double points for themselves. So, so we want to get people off to a great start. Some of the things that people are doing, if you can't do their grand opening show, they're setting them up with some virtual shows right away while they're waiting for their kit. Oh, here's a new baby. Come, let's see. Oh, look at him. He's beautiful, Rochelle.
There he is.
There he is. Look at the hair. Oh my gosh, my kids didn't have that much hair until they were 2.
I did.
Oh
my goodness.
And there's a big brother. How you doing?
Come on, girl. Say hi. Hi, girls.
There you go. Are you being a good big brother?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad. Your mom knew that was going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. So, I just wanted to let everyone know that this is just a really, really great time. Have you made a list of people to call? Excuse me. It's really important for you to make a list so that you start calling those people, call them, text them, ask them if they have a few minutes, and then get on the phone with them and tell them about all the special things that are going on in Pampered Chef right now. Okay? Call all of your existing hosts and say, do you want to turn your show into your own live cooking show? Or I should say, into your own personal show. And you can sign up and I'll come and help you do your show. All right? Think about this. If you sign someone up and they qualify in their first 30 days at 6,000 points, that's worth almost 10 shows, you guys. 10 towards your trip. That's amazing. That's me. They haven't done double recruiting points in forever. I hope you guys know that. They're really giving us, and especially this month with the half off and the double host rewards, it's just amazing. I hope you guys are on the phone calling everyone and getting lots of people on the calendar for your shows as well. It's not too late to still book January shows. I've had
Nancy-
yes.
I'm sorry. The glitch, my question is the glitch with the newsletter report. How is home office going to handle that with this situation?
What do you, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no newsletter report this month, which
Okay.
means that no one can check to see who clicked on certain things as far as hosting and asking about the opportunity.
Okay. Well, I would expect them to fix it.
They say it will not be fixed this month at all, and a lot of people are going to lose out.
Okay.
As you know as well as I do, that a lot of people who've had not a great November or December were relying on that report for this month. And unfortunately, there's no report.
Okay. Well, I think we just need to get out there and make those contacts ourselves.
Is there any way that home office can possibly to,
I'm sure they're working on it, Janet. I mean, they do everything they can for us. So I will look into it more. I hadn't, I wasn't aware that
it came out in the Start Tuesday. It was like the third paragraph down after the recruiting bonus points and the half price kit option. That was the third paragraph in the Start. And it was like, whoa, wait a minute. And I called home office and talked to tech support, and they said that, yes, there will not be a report this month. And I was like, I was hoping to, I know some people looked at my report because my number went down by a couple in my newsletter contacts.
Yeah.
So I do know people looked at it, but I have no idea who looked at what, and try and call 2,000 people is ridiculous.
Right.
So I didn't know if if I could send something out regarding the newsletter report, and if they have clicked on hosting or the business opportunity to contact me, since I have no way of
I would
knowing.
think that would be a bright idea.
Okay. And so I'm not sure who all else was aware of that.
Okay.
And I think that because people are going to lose out on recruiting bonus points because of this newsletter glitch. And I made it known to the tech in a very nice way. And so I'm hoping that, and I keep praying that something will come through, that they will get it fixed before the end of the month so that we can follow up with those customers.
Janet, I mean, sometimes things happen. And so how are you going to work around it is what I say.
I'm going to send out a consultant connection email and let people know that if they clicked on information about hosting a party or a business opportunity, to please contact me, because I have no way of knowing who clicked on those from my newsletter.
There you go.
It just seems so ironic that all these good things happen and then that happens.
Life happens while we're making other plans, doesn't it? All right. So make lemonade out of lemons. All right. And not another one.
Excuse me.
And make sure they understand everything that's available to them this month. Okay. All right. So are you all happy with your January show schedule?
No. I am, to a degree. I have a vendor event tomorrow, so I'm hoping for good things tomorrow.
Good. Okay.
I was happy until a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Is it Tammy that's
What's that?
is it you were who was happy till a couple weeks ago?
Tammy was happy.
Okay.
I was doing good till a couple weeks ago, but now I'm grounded. So
You're grounded. How are you feeling, Tammy? What's
I was in the hospital for 8 days over Christmas. So I can't lift anything. I'm walking with a walker now. So yesterday's the first day I felt like a human since December 12th.
Oh boy. Okay.
I hear you.
But I'm getting there, and tomorrow is our huge raffle that I do. So my husband is doing the booth. So I'm hoping a woman goes along to set the booth up, because a man sets up things different than a woman for displays. But Mike said, I'll do it for you. So
All right.
I'm working on my January. It's going to work out.
Okay. Try to do some virtual
Yep.
and go from there.
All right. I will. I'm
I'm
working
glad you're
on it.
feeling better. I'm glad you're home and feeling better.
I'm home.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
Okay. Are you all familiar with what the company is doing with your new recruits? Okay. When you have a new recruit, there's a, if you're not familiar with it, I want you to go to Leadership Guide to New Consultant Training. There is a sheet that's called Touchpoint Guide, and it's developing new consultants in their first 90 days. And it goes through and tells everything that Pampered Chef is doing with your new recruits and what you should be doing with your new recruits, okay? Upon submitting their agreement, new consultants will receive a series of emails, many with videos, and the timeline of the touch points and action steps for new consultants to take are listed below. So it's really, really a wonderful sheet. How many of you are familiar with this? Okay. All right. Because it's really important that you know what's going on with your new recruits and then what your response should be. So I want you to write that down if you don't have this printed out and in a plastic sheet so you know where it's at, okay? And what I do with my plastic sheet in my office is I use one of those markers that are erasable markers, and I just mark the names of what's going on when with each person so I know what my response should be, okay? And it goes all the way from day 1, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 7, day 9, day 14, day 20, and day 30, day 45, and day 60. It's really great. It's 2 pages. Highly recommend you looking at it if you haven't seen it and be familiar with it. And you know what? If you're not where you want to be in your personal business, why don't you restart your business as though you're a brand new consultant right now, okay? And get those 6 parties on the calendar and walk through the new consultant training as though you were a new consultant. Because I'll tell you what, it can only help and familiarize you with everything that's there for your next recruit, and you'll be ready for it then, okay? All right, so which comes to my next question is, how many of you are excited about the trip? I'm very excited about the trip. Scottsdale is a favorite place. Love it, love it, love it. And Hawaii is the ultimate favorite place for me. Christy, how about you? What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, good. You know, and it just doesn't matter. This is the 6th of the month. It's a matter of getting on the phone, you guys. Everybody, Christmas is behind us. The holidays are behind us. Now everybody, all those bills are starting to come in for everybody, aren't they? So I want to encourage you to get on the phone and offer people an opportunity to pay that bill off really quick by joining your Pampered Chef team, okay? And there's 6 different ways to do the Pampered Chef, isn't there? There's live cooking shows, there's virtual shows, there's fundraisers, there's bridal shows, there's the very part-time consultant or hobbyist, and there's a full-time consultant, all right? And that's someone who goes for, who not only does the 2 shows a week, but also goes for management, all right? And don't forget, we have Fast Track to Director. It's $2,000 sitting on everyone's table that's brand new. So you have a lot to offer people, a lot of reasons to be excited to call people, okay? And that phone call should sound like this. Hi, Rochelle. This is Nancy Joe. We talked last year briefly about joining the Pampered Chef, and it wasn't the right time. Well, right now, we've got an amazing offer for you, and I'd like to tell you what it is. Do you have a few minutes? That could be a text or a voicemail, all right? Can you give me a call? Keep making those calls, all right? Someone will respond. Don't tell them what it is. Leave them hanging, all right? And then when they call back and say, Rochelle, I'm so glad you called back. Pampered Chef is offering us some amazing opportunities right now, and I wanted you to get in on it. All right? Be very proactive in your words. I wanted you to get in on it. First off, we're offering a half-price rebate for anyone who joins the Pampered Chef and does $12.50 in sales in their first 30 days. And really, guys, that's about 35 days because they add on 5 days for the shipment of your kit. But you can start out with the virtual shows immediately. You do not even have to wait till you get your kit. You just need to get your 90 days of free website going, okay? And then let them know that all your hosts, you're going to be able to offer them double host rewards at $6.50 in sales. So really all you're going to need is 2 shows, and you're going to hit your $12.50, all right? And you're going to get your half-price rebate. And then you're also going to have the opportunity to offer anyone that joins your team over the next 30 days, you're going to get double points for anyone who joins your team and qualifies for their first 30 days. So it's a wonderful trifecta. We're at the very start of our new trip, and I'd love to help you get started and try the apron on. Okay? It's that simple. It's that simple. So how many of you are working with people right now? Anybody? Okay. Okay. Do you have people to call? Do you have people on a list? Good, good. And for anybody who doesn't have a list going, I would think about neighbors, friends, family, people that you know could use some extra money. Don't be afraid to ask again. All right. Okay, so what are some of you, I'd like to hear from some of you now. What are you doing at your shows, at your live cooking shows? What are the themes of your live cooking shows for January?
Comfort food.
Comfort food. Okay.
Soup and slipper shows.
Soup and slipper shows. Good. How about healthy eating? You can do the Southwestern Cobb salad and show them how to do the Cool and Serve salad bar. Okay. I know I keep bringing that up, but it's a hot topic. I just saw someone have their Cool and Serve all filled with, they were having a gathering. It was all filled with veggies. All right. What else? How about your virtual shows? What are you focusing in on your virtual shows?
Healthy eating.
Healthy eating, good. Are you going live, Diana? On your virtual shows, are you doing any live sections?
I'm trying to.
Trying to, okay.
Had a lot of busyness in and out of the house this last week.
Okay. How about you, Beth? What are you working on? Oh, I can't hear you, honey. Hold on. Can you unmute? Okay. Try. Oh, can't hear you. Okay, sorry. All right, you'll have to be like Janet and go in through the phone. Okay. All right. Evelyn, how about you? What are you working on? Are you doing mostly?
I'm just working on a bridal shower this month.
Okay.
So
Excellent. I know I just had someone call me yesterday about a bridal shower. So all those spring weddings and June weddings, they're going to be doing their bridal shower in March or April or May. So make sure that you're advertising that you're doing bridal showers and bridal registries, and that they're going to be able to be like a host in receiving free merchandise and half-price merchandise according to however many people order. So that's not something anybody else gives. All right. What else are you working on? Well, here's an idea that if I know a lot of you live in the East Coast and there's sometimes weather, okay?
I checked -20 below this morning.
Yep. So here's an idea to set up every single host on a Zoom call that if she needs to cancel because of weather, that you will still do the show. Everyone can Zoom in. All they need to do is download it and Zoom in with the call. All right. Very easy to do. It's not going to cost them anything. And you can still put together, I'm sure you've gotten something for putting together, whether it be a veggie tray or do a demo with a potato, a cucumber, anything, put together a recipe for dinner that night. And you can still host the show even though it's bad weather. Don't let that go away. Or the other thing you can do is on Facebook. But the problem with being on Facebook is you're not seeing everybody else, okay? Everybody isn't seeing each other and engaging. So I highly recommend telling all your winter hosts that this is what we're going to do if the weather gets bad. We're still going to host your party, okay? And here's how we're going to do it. And some people are doing that and having great success, even more so than the Facebook party, because people are engaged in seeing things live. And I love, make sure you're showing that quick slice. I'll tell you, everybody that sees that is buying it. Everybody. It's such a great product. Highly, highly recommend it. So.
Nancy Joe, something that I did at my party in November, I used that show as my guinea pig show for the express party checkout.
Uh-huh.
My party closed out at over $1,350.
Nice.
And I walked out of there with 5 paper orders. Everybody else went right on their phone. I gave them the number,
Yep.
and they all went in. And then, of course, they all had to come with me to do their final checkout because just the dollar showed up in the amount.
Right.
But that is what I'm going to do at all my parties from now on. It was so easy and so simple that if someone isn't doing it at their parties, they're really missing out, because I'm hoping to get to a point where I won't have any paper orders at my parties. And a lot of orders came in online, but at the party there were about 10 or 11. And
yeah, they like going through that line really fast. Okay.
And it was so simple and so easy. I gave them the code, they put it in, and boom.
And you can do that on a Zoom call too.
Yes.
You can have everybody do, and then what you can do is you can call each person and thank them for their order and close out their order after the show is done.
Absolutely.
Okay. Good. Excellent. Good. So is there anything else that you're going to work on this month to increase your business? What are some ideas that you're going to implement? Yes.
For me,
Jen, go ahead.
One of the things I created a list to do New Year's calls because it's easier. I've been trying to get better about doing customer care calls and following up with people. And just one of the things is when I call and introduce myself, I let them know that wishing them a Happy New Year and the holidays are great. Excuse me. And then just following up more so with, letting them know that resolutions to get better in touch with my customers and following up, and then just offering them what's going on, especially if they ordered products or if they had mentioned things that they were looking for at the parties that they were at, and just trying to get future bookings between now. I still need to fill obviously my January calendar because I'm not close to where I wanted to get to, and then February, and try and work on just like the 2 close months. I used to always be like, oh yeah, I'll talk about the spring, but I'm trying to say more like booking in close, and sometimes for me booking in close can also mean the next month depending on my schedule to travel with work.
Right.
So, but at least I'm trying to get more consistent on every day having calls, and again with where I am working wise now, I have a lunch hour again, so I can take time. I can take that time and do what I used to do a few years back, and actually, every day, chip away at those calls. So I'm not just making those calls at nighttime when people are busy or whatever else. Even if it is just a matter of leaving a voicemail and possibly hearing back. Sometimes it's back, in a text, or they'll actually email me back. I have responses where people reply back to the email, to the newsletter that goes out. I get email responses back to the newsletter about questions and things.
Good.
So just trying to do that. It was funny, the first few calls I thought Solution Center was going to be like, what's happening? Were people who had products that needed to return, not necessarily things that they had bought from me, but it felt like the first few calls were like return calls. I'm like, well, but the fact that I was able to help them and do it really quickly, they were very impressed, and I've gotten a lot of kudos to our Solution Center for how quickly and how smoothly their transactions have been returning products that they wouldn't have expected it to be like that. So I think that speaks well of our customer service we can provide compared to what they would be if they bought their products at a Kohl's or a department store or something like that. It's just, they're finding the process very nice, and they like the fact that they have a intermediary, I guess, somebody who's helping them out, like the concierge of getting their products returned.
There you go.
But yeah, I've been trying to do that and build up more customer service and letting them know that the party wasn't the last time they're going to see from me or hear from me. And I've also been doing a lot of at the parties, letting them know that they will be hearing from me, so they're not so surprised. And having them put me in their phone as like, Pampered Chef Jennifer or whatever. Yeah. So they have so when I come up, they know who it is that's calling them and why, because, of that nature. So it's been good. And I've also let them know, like, if you have questions about how the products you're using, if you can't get your food chopper back together after you disassembled it for the dishwasher, call and talk you through it. Because there's nothing I hate more when somebody's like, well, it's now just disassembled in my cabinet because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do that. And so that was one of the things I've been doing is this month is making a list and trying to chip away at a few calls here. I've had a throat thing going on this week too, so didn't make as many calls as I wanted to this week, but I started to actually in December, and just telling them, So that's one of the things I'm trying to do, because I need to add the bookings to my thing, and I need to, get going in that respect and, ramp up my business. But
yeah, and I'm sure you know about the 222 call 2 days after your show, 2 weeks after they receive their order, and 2 months after their show. And I always like to tell people, I'm going to give you some personal ideas about the products that you purchase. So make sure you answer my call, because you'll love the tips and ideas I give you about your personal products.
Yeah, I kept hearing that through different trainings. I'm like, okay, it's one of those things where you keep hearing it, it's working, and I just have to remember to implement it now.
Yeah.
So it's not just like listening to it in these training calls and with people talking about what they've been doing. But then when folks talk about, oh yeah, well, I've been doing this and it's successful, I'm like, all right, well, then what's my problem? I need to start implementing it myself.
Well, and sometimes
having great success with their business have been implementing it. So
yeah. Sometimes it just takes a while to get some new things going.
Yep.
And the people to expect to hear from you.
Yeah, that's one of the things too, is just making sure that they knew that. And I know a couple of people made a comment about, I think it was at Grace's training in the fall, about having them put their number in your phone at the party. The first person you receive a text from gets a prize, so that they know. And I've been trying to do that too. And it's easy as just giving away season's best. They get excited, but it is funny. Everybody has a slight competitive nature. So
there you go. They do. Well, and I let people know, no one answers a call that doesn't have a name attached to it.
Right.
So I'm on it, right. Pampered Chef and my name to my phone number, so you know who's calling you.
Yeah.
Because I know, just like me, I wouldn't answer that call either. So
no, I just ignored 2 calls that came through on my phone.
Yeah. It's just the way it is.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. And then you'll be able to get a hold of me really easy as well, because you'll never forget Pampered Chef, and my name will be
exactly.
So good.
I had something funny happen at a show doing the put your name in your phone.
Uh-huh.
I was doing a show, and there's a whole bunch of teachers there, and there's a teacher hosting it. So I played that, and I said, okay, bring out your phone. You know, the first person to call me win something. The host is like, what are you people doing? You're supposed to be paying attention. I kept motioning for someone to call me, and the host was it was so funny because the teacher came out and she was directing her students' guests.
Yeah.
You should be using your phone right now. We're doing a show. It was so hilarious.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. So that is a very good activity it shows. I do use that, and it is
Yeah.
good.
And also go to your Facebook account and let everyone know that you're at a Pampered Chef show. And if anybody needs anything to get a hold of you. It's the other thing. And that adds some orders to it. And if 2 or 3 people want things, then they're a perfect choice to have a show because they've already got 3 orders. Okay. All right. Oops. There's my son trying to call me. So anyway, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys get off the phone here 20 minutes early so you can get on your phone. All right, and do some of the things that we talked about. Make lots of phone calls. Kick off your year. Don't get discouraged. I'll never forget a gal that wanted to go from, she had 3 shows on her calendar and she wanted to put 10 on her calendar before the end of the month. And she was making anywhere between 30 and 60 phone calls a day. But you know what? She did it. She did it. She went backwards for in her orders, and she was just calling every single person. And she didn't stop for like a whole week until she had those shows on her calendar. And she went from what would have been an $1,800 month to over $10,000 month in 1 month. And it was in August, so it was a tougher month to book. January, everybody's ready to get out again, have a movie night. You can play bunco, you can do all kinds of things, you know. You can make things fun. Girls' night out, all right? So, and like I said, it could be, you know, champagne and chocolate, a sip and dip, or it could be healthy eating. Champagne is really, really hot with the young people, by the way. They're doing champagne. So don't be afraid of that. All right.
What was that one?
Sip and dip. That's the, and they're dipping fruit and pound cake in a chocolate sauce in the rock crack in the slow cooker. It's called sip and dip.
And the champagne and.
Yes. And they're opening up some champagne and dipping chocolate, you know, dipping strawberries, and it's really super easy, and just have some fun with it. It's really hot with the young people. One person said she booked 5 shows in one night for the sip and dip show. So, all right, you guys be blessed. I will talk to you again in February. I'm going to try and do the same thing on a Saturday morning. And right after the coffee talk, all right? And so hopefully you'll get lots of ideas to fill your week with, okay? All right, everybody, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Text me when you're getting what you're proposing. Text me and let me know that you're working on it, okay?
You got it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.